Okay, so here we are. I'm with Marwin. We're in Philadelphia. We're at Atomic City Comics, and we're going to pick a comic book, and we're going to read it, and then we are going to do a quick little review of the comic. We're not sure, we haven't decided which comic yet, but we're going to decide. We're going to go inside the comic book store and we're going to pick it. So that should be really fun and exciting.
Yeah!
So it's kind of a cloudy day here in Philly, but it's very comfortable. It's very warm out. I'm in short sleeve. Look at that.
Let's go!
Yeah, let's go do it. All right, Marwin.
My best face.
Your best face, okay. So here we are inside Atomic City Comics.
I'm Marwin, I'm Dave's old friend, and we're gonna pick out one of these.
Ooh. Okay, so we went to Atomic City Comics, right?
Yep.
And
we got 2 comic books.
and I bought one also. I bought Faster Than Light.
Let's show what we got. We got Faster Than Light. What else do we got?
Lady Mechanika.
Number 0.
Number 0, which is only $1. Ooh.
Yeah, it was cheaper.
Quite a bargain.
And it was the first episode.
Yep.
I mean, issue.
Yeah, this is number 1 because apparently Image Comics publishes number 1s like all the time.
So, can you hold that one up again? Is that based on the game FTL, like that computer game?
I don't know. I don't think so.
That'd be interesting to find out.
It's this is about the near future, and then somebody invents faster than light space travel, and but the secret is that he didn't actually invent it. He interpreted a radio signal that came from outer space, like back in the 40s, correctly, and so he actually got the idea from this radio signal. Ooh, and so it's like what these aliens really want. And then we also have this very interesting comic that caught my eye called Strange Fruit, and definitely caught my eye because of the song.
Oh, and I'm not familiar with the song.
You don't know about the song.
I don't.
Well, there was a song that Billie Holiday first recorded called Strange Fruit. It was about lynching
Oh.
in the American South in the early half of the 20th century. And Nina Simone also recorded a version of it that I actually think is superior. And I don't really know anything about it because it's written by J.G. Jones and Mark Wade. Hey, Marwin!
Hi, I'm Marwin, and we are reviewing Strange Fruit issue number 1 of 4. So it's a short series, I guess.
Yeah.
By J.G. Jones and Mark Wade. And I thought it was cool because I was looking at, they're both the storytellers, but Jones does the art too. And I kind of like that because the person probably has a better sense of the story and the imagining how the art would look. So I was kind of drawn to this comic because the texture of the pages is a little different than a typical comic book. This cover is a little thicker and it's not as glossy as other ones, and it looked kind of grim, but also kind of retro, which it takes place in the 20s in Mississippi. So when I read that, I was interested because I kind of like period comics or just period anything really. And the art is really interesting. The characters are all very diverse in terms of like facial structure or clothing.
Yeah.
Like this guy has like some pretty sweet glasses.
Yeah, totally.
And a freaking bow tie.
Yeah.
So I really liked the art, but I also thought I was wondering what the process was to make the art because it looks like they maybe took photographs of people, and I'm not sure. I wonder how they did because it's not really like comic art. It's very
realistic. Yeah.
So
it's like it almost. I mean, it's watercolor. It's watercolory. I'm sure that they used real people as models.
It's possible.
At the very least.
It does look like
because
watercolor.
it's like really. and it's really well, like, it's really well done. I like the fact that the panels don't have borders.
Yeah,
kind of.
yeah. They have very, very light borders.
Oh yeah,
but it's not,
yeah. Some of them do, don't they?
They do, but it's
The
not
ones
like
that have a lot of.
It doesn't draw attention to it.
Yeah.
And I like the way the panels are laid out. They're different on every page, but the flow is really easy. And I also Dave and I were talking about before. I like that the bubbles are not too. They don't take up the whole page. They don't grab your attention. They're not the focus. Like, the art is the focus, and you can read the bubbles, but they're not taking over the comic.
Yeah.
So, and then.
Yeah, they really don't.
Then in the bubbles too, the speech, it's Southern accent, time period, and I thought they did a really good job with that. And so this is interesting because it seems like it's a sci-fi, too, because there's like an alien spaceship, some gigantic dude appears.
Some gigantic naked dude.
With some really great,
with really nice abs.
Penis blocking,
penis blockage.
art. Like this one right
here.
here.
Oh my God, what's behind that arm?
Yeah. And I thought that was awesome. I just thought it was interesting, and I would definitely be. Yep. I definitely want to read the next one.
I like the end where there's a black guy, like a naked black man with the Confederate.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, look at that. Yep. Okay.
It seems a little.
They were with the Confederate flag.
Yeah, I mean, like one of the themes in this is racism and
yeah, it's like a period piece about the American South, and it has like the KKK.
Yeah.
And like how it really does an interesting job of demonstrating the social relations and the power relations between like the Southern white people and sharecropper types and black folks.
Yeah, and there were a bunch of, they introduced characters. The first character is probably the main character. It's the guy with the curly hair. This guy right here.
Yeah, that dude. Right,
and
that dude.
then in the story, he goes to this house.
Hey there. Hi, how you doing?
And then there's some like KKK people after him.
Yeah.
Because he's like, quote unquote, out of his place.
Yeah,
or whatever.
he was like accused of stealing something.
Yeah. And then there's these folks here who seem like white people who are kind of anti-KKK, and they might be, they have some kind of connection with this man, but we don't really know what it is.
Yeah, because he runs to their property, right? So.
Yeah. And then this guy appears out of nowhere. So there was a lot left to imagine, and it kind of got you interested in what's the story like.
Yeah, what was the story?
I thought it was really great.
Cool. On a scale of 1 to 10, what do you think?
I'm really bad with that. I would say, I mean, in terms of my interest, I would say it's pretty up there. I don't know if it's the best comic I've ever read, because I haven't read the whole thing.
Right, exactly.
But I would say
One
it
issue.
piqued my interest at a 7 or an 8.
Right, so it piqued your interest.
I want to read the next one.
You want to read the next one. Yeah, that's good.
All right.
Excellent.
So now we're going to review the other.
So, this is a comic that we picked up yesterday, Lady Mechanika, which appears to be, this is the issue 0, so that's some sort of origin. Usually that's like an origin issue, and you can see it's sort of steampunkish.
Yeah, check out that belt.
Yeah, look at that belt, huh?
And that border, definitely.
So you got this big ass watch or gauge thing there. Big fancy rifle. I think it shoots darts, if I recall. It's like a dart shooting rifle, right? Anyway, also she has red eyeballs. So,
yeah, I don't know if you can tell
you can't
from
really
this
can you
shot.
Tell? Yeah, I don't know.
But you can definitely tell in the
red eyeballs.
Other shots.
Yep, opening shot. So basically, here's I guess a Lady Mechanika. Right? That's what her name was, right?
Mechanika, yeah.
Yeah,
it was kind of an episodic, yeah. So this is like the first episode, her in this little short story.
Yeah. I guess it's created, written, and drawn by Joe Benitez. So, yep, she's got fancy goggles on. Looks like she's some sort of. She's like. There's like a creature loose. She's like trying to find the creature before other people find this creature. And then there she is. She like shoots a dart at him and sticks the creature in the neck. Supposedly this is like a biomechanical creature, like the legs or something, or like mechanical. What's up with that? So she's got like super ninja skills going on. I don't know ninja skills, but like
she has fighting
skills. Yes. Hand-to-hand combat skills are pretty high here. And so it turns out this creature can talk. Cool. And then here come these weird guys. You know, dudes. They don't really seem to be very.
Who are they?
Yeah, who are they? They don't really seem like they're hero types. Like, this guy's kind of sneering over here.
Yeah, you can just tell from their facial expressions and their posture that they're not friendly.
Yeah. This dude is probably being coerced. I don't know what's going on with this guy, but it looks like he's being coerced, or you can tell he's not really with the program. Like maybe they're forcing him to do something. I don't know. Anyway, so the alien the monster gets shot, and he's dead. But he knows something about Lady Mechanica's origins. This is like an origin story. Yeah. So there you can see her hand is like mechanical
oh, yeah, that was a
or
cool,
something. So
panel.
yeah, and then this guy seems to be the guy in charge, the guy in the suit. This guy, what's his name?
Douchey McDoucherton.
Douchey McDoucherson. Lord Blackpool.
Yes,
yeah,
that's what I meant.
Okay. And he's like, oh, I want to catch you because you're like half mechanical, and I really need to do experiments on you and find out what that's all about. So she's like, hell no, that's not going to happen. I'm going to beat the shit out of your goons.
I was really into the center page.
Yeah.
I thought it was laid out really cool.
Yeah. It's a nice centerfold spread sort of thing going on. This guy's like, oh my god. Pulls out the pistol, shoots someone in the leg. And I guess Blackpool. Oh, I guess Blackpool doesn't die, but he is shot in the leg, and he has obviously some facial injuries.
Yeah.
And then this is like, I guess, when she escapes from wherever she came from, and she has amnesia. These guys are chasing after her. Kind of interesting, I don't know. And then here we have the, sort of Nazi, I don't know what's going on there, sort of...
Some kind of evil commander.
Evil commander with red hair. So I don't know. It's kind of an interesting tidbit of a story. I didn't really feel like this makes me really want to read more about this character. It doesn't really make me want to read this comic book too much more. It was okay. The art was pretty good.
What do you think made you not as interested in the character as maybe as the other one that we talked about?
Well, first of all, it's not, compared with the other one, it's not historical. It's set in the 1870s, but obviously, this is a different alternate universe here. So, it's not set in a particular location. We don't know where it is. The woman, Lady Mechanika, seemed kind of generic. I don't know.
Yeah, we were talking about that before. I felt like she didn't have any, you know.
Hero, rather?
She's a hero. You can tell that she's the hero, but she's also like the hero in anguish.
Yeah.
Which I can like those stories. I do like stories like that, but I feel like there was nothing interesting about her speech or the dialogue that really grabbed me.
Yeah.
In terms of a personality, so.
She wasn't particularly clever or anything like that.
Or clever, or sassy, or angry, or excited. Like, you didn't really get a sense except I'm mysterious and I'm kicking ass.
Yeah, I'm mysterious, I'm kicking ass, I don't really know where I came from.
You got a sense of panic because there was a part where she was like, just tell me where I came from, I need to know. But besides that, it wasn't really like...
The most emotionally connected I got with this comic is when they shot and killed the little critter.
Yeah, that was sad.
I kind of liked that guy. I wish he had not gotten his head shot off.
Yeah, that was a thing too. It was like, oh, look at this. Who is this character? This is an interesting character. Oh, it's dead.
Yeah.
Reminds me of Game of Thrones.
Yeah. All in the Game of Thrones there. And, you know, I guess, like you said before, it's sort of somewhat pin-up-y, sexualized or whatever.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of comics are like that.
But that's, that comes with the, I kind of think that a lot of times that comes with the territory.
It sucks, but you gotta, if you want to read comics, it's a thing that's there. It could stop you from enjoying it.
Yeah. I think that if this was, I mean, if you're really, like, I just don't think that you can wear stiletto boots and, I mean, maybe if you're super, I don't know, it just seems unlikely.
But whatever, the costume was pretty cool.
Yeah, cool costume, pretty cool character development, but the character was well drawn, designed. I didn't see any... particular weirdo like there was one comic I reviewed where one of the characters was drawn and moved in a really unlikely way. Like nobody moves that way. Even ninjas don't move that way. But I didn't see anything like that in here.
Did you like that about it?
Yeah.
Or did you? Okay.
Yeah.
And we didn't even review the other comic. We kind of read it, but we were like, whatever, generic.
Space, yeah, I didn't even.
Generic space comic.
Yeah.
Whatever.
So I would give this
out of 10, how much it piqued your interest?
Right. Out of 10, well, it doesn't suck. Doesn't really make me want to read it again. I guess I'd give it like a 6.
Okay.
The art is not bad.
But we saw another issue there, and it was $4.
Yeah,
that's kind of a lot.
Yeah.
So maybe...
So I think that, they were probably trying to use this as a hook to get people into it.
Because it was only $1. That's why we picked it.
Yeah. I'm not sure if they did a really great job.
Yeah. Maybe the next episodes are better.
Maybe they should have shown Lady Mechanika hanging with her buddies and you know, bantering or something. And maybe they have to deal with a mole rat infestation. That's from Fallout 3. Yeah. So I gave it a 6.
Well, thanks, Dave. No
problem.